Good evening, Central Indiana, and welcome to Porch Time Live from JTH Construction Studio. We're going to try this again with Hannah. And if it doesn't work this time, I don't know what to tell her. So.
He's got me working real hard for this podcast.
I know. You guys, everybody best visit her business over the next few months because this is tasking right here. So, taxing right here. All right, real quick. Once again, we're live at JTH. Hey, like and share this. Push this out, please. We're live at JTH Construction Studio. Get a hold of Joe for all your construction needs. 765-913-8599. American Basement Solutions, Mr. Larry Ralph Sr., 1-877-409-2837. You won't meet a better man. Hello, Mike. Hello, Ann. Like and share, please. Fountain Real Estate with Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Get a hold of Teresa. Wellspring, Mr. Bob Goodrum, 765-342-6661. Takes care of a lot of the homeless people in town. And Christine's back on, and Nicole's on, and Mike's on. How you doing, Nicole? Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress, 765-342-4339. Get a hold of Mark. There's Corey. Stids Comfort System, 765-346-0195. Get a hold of Caleb. Logan's Cosmo, 765-318-3388. The Yard Barber with Andrew Payton, 765-318-4108. Don't forget Livewire Tommy Walls, 765-792-4012. Joe, hello. Hello, Deborah. Like and share this, guys. Push this out. And let's not forget our ladies down at Hometown Nutrition, Protein Shake, Boosted Teas, 765-315-0738. Hannah.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Part 3.
Part 3.
We've been trying this for about an hour now. Not really that long. Let's say about a half an hour. But we're in studio. Best esthetician in Indiana, by the way. Is she jaded? Is her view a little jaded there? A little biased, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think she's only really been to me.
Hello, Ashley. Hey, that's all right. I met your mom. She's a super sweet lady. I'm going to plan on having her in here.
Really?
Very soon. Yes. And her and Mrs. Lanigan, I believe, was the other gal that I spoke to at Dairy Queen. On the Friends and Family Day.
I was invited to that.
You didn't go?
I was at a Ren fair. I really wanted to go.
That's right. You did post those pictures. We're going to get to that stuff because that's very cool of you to do that stuff. She is the owner, operator of Serenity by Hannah at 60 West Morgan, downtown Martinsville. She's an esthetician. She's went to school for it. She started out in Greenwood. She's from here, Morgantown area. There's a fly in here, Corey. You know how much I like that. But she's been in town about 7-8 months with her business. And I have a daughter that does the beautician side of it. And I know advertising and things like that aren't cheap. And you got to get your name out there. So I approached her and said, hey, you want to come on the show? And here we are. So here we are. Hannah, how you doing?
Doing great.
Doing great?
A little tired.
Are you?
Yeah, just a little.
You stayed up late.
I know. I stayed up too late last night because I was watching your tortilla challenge.
Oh, in the face with you and Billy?
Yeah.
That was funny.
I don't know how I'm going to live up to that.
No, you're gonna have to pick it up.
Yeah.
We're trying to convince her that she needs to start coming in because she does TikTok videos and they're hilarious. So, anyway, tell us a little bit about yourself now that we're on live and people can watch. And how you got started again. I know it's redundant and repeating, but
that's all right. We can fine tune it.
Yes, we can.
Yeah. So, I graduated in 2019 from Tricoci University in Bloomington. 750 hours of schooling. So it's equivalent to shoving 2 years of traditional college into 6 months to a year. And I started working at a chain spa. I don't know if I should name them because I had no plans to actually start my own business at first. I just wanted to get in the field and get working, and I loved what I was doing, but there's a lot of shady stuff that goes on behind the scenes in the beauty world. So I didn't like the way that they did things, and it pushed me to start my own thing. I started 2020, the year of COVID. I got shut down within like a month. So
not good timing.
Not great. Right after I just quit my job and everything. So
I'm rolling the dice.
No unemployment available and that. So
wow.
I started doing these facial boxes from home that blew up because everyone needed like a lot of self-care.
Well, no, wait a minute.
home.
See, this is where we're gonna cross paths. Hello, Teresa. What's a facial box?
So a facial box is like bringing the facial to you. So
So you made in-home visits.
Not in-home visits. The box goes home with you. So I make customize an entire skincare routine for everybody, and then I put in, different little tools.
So you're like
and,
Meals on Wheels.
Yeah,
You
like
load up.
headbands, sponges, little just spa day.
Self-care from home.
Yeah.
And you put it together for them.
Yeah. I sold a lot of those. I felt like I was Amazon in my apartment. So I did that all during quarantine, and then once the restrictions were lifted, I got back to work on everything. So I've been an esthetician for 5 years, and I've been running Serenity for 4.
COVID really screwed up a lot, but you maintained it.
Yes.
Like you said, you scrubbed toilets. You did everything.
DoorDash.
Yeah, it's the same thing Logan's done.
Yep.
DoorDash and some other things. That should be Logan. How you doing, Logan? Do you want to pop your head in here and say hi? That may not have been Logan. I'm sorry.
It's an intruder.
Come on in and get on mic with us. Anyway, yes, it messed with a lot of people. But you maintained, and you were in Greenwood at the time.
Yeah, like Indianapolis, Southport area, all kind of over the place, out of my apartment. So it started out really small, but it was really intimate, and I put all of my savings into starting everything. I think it sank in $3,000 to open up.
Right.
Having no idea if even one person was going to book, and it just kind of blew up. And I knew I wanted bigger things for it. I had to put it on hold a couple of times because of life. Lots of life events.
Ashley says you're awesome. So.
Oh, thanks, Ashley.
One
That's
thing,
sweet.
and I know Logan wanted her to pop in here if she wanted to hang out and listen and talk. She'll tell you the same thing. The cost that you ladies have to put into the business, because you got to buy the material, you got to buy everything you use, and that stuff's not cheap.
No,
And
not
then,
at all.
Then the worst thing is you get friends and family. Can you give me a discount? you know.
A little bit.
So you'll see her post. Don't come at me with that, you know.
Mhm.
And I get it, because no, that what you guys do is good work. You're licensed. You have to go to state and get your license. Like you said, you put all them hours into schooling,
Mhm.
and then now your family's going to undercut you and want a freebie.
Yeah, sometimes some of your worst clients can be friends and
She won't
family.
even
If you
cut-
think it's about you, it's not. So.
She don't even like cut my hair, and I'm shaved for my brother right now. So
I've met some of the best people. Like, I've had so many clients turned into confidants and friends, and we keep things really casual and really light there. I feel like it's kind of a therapy session for both me and the client a lot of the times. It's been real good.
So tell me a little bit about what you can do and what you do. What is it? What is all wrapped up being an esthetician?
So mostly we're skin experts. Everything from the top layer of the skin. So waxing, facials. I'm like certified with acne.
How do trolls affect your business?
Oh my, it's my boy. I hate my trolls. He told me if I didn't say that, he was gonna leave the live.
I was like, wait a minute, you got to know them, because they got to be talking to you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have too many haters. If they're there, they're pretty under the bridge. So it's pretty good.
Got her laughing though. That's good.
Yeah. I don't even remember what we
So anyway, describing what you do, what all you do?
Yes.
Skin expert.
Facials, I focus a lot on just everything: acne transformation, anti-aging, teen, tween, adult, men, women, all the other things, doesn't matter. I do body treatments. I do booty facials by popular demand.
Time out. What is a booty facial?
We call it a peach smoothie.
I was going to say, because that would be something that's on Porch Time After Dark. Not...
Well, it's after dark.
Right.
It's almost 9 o'clock.
What is a booty facial?
So, it's for
I think that's called teabagging in some things. But
so I do back facials too. So it's kind of, people have similar concerns, but acne, pigmentation. You want to look good in a bikini, in a swimsuit. Maybe you're going to get a boudoir session done, things like that. It's just self-care. People love it. I got asked to do it, and I was like, you know what, that sounds fun. Let's go for it. Peach smoothies. Really? So
peach smoothie.
Great results. Glowing.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, peach smoothie. Yeah, it's
so
great.
I'll never go into hometown again and order a peach smoothie.
Yeah, because then you'll think we need a collab. Like, come get a peach smoothie
while you're having a peach smoothie.
Exactly.
Yes. They're right around the corner from you. They should be able to do that.
They are. I do makeup as well. I kind of started before my love for skincare was my love for makeup. I had a YouTube channel for a short time where I did makeup looks and everything. So I do makeup for events. I love doing that. Love doing my makeup. I kept my skin clear today because I wanted you to see.
It looks very clear.
Thank you.
Yes.
I used to have terrible skin. That's why I got into skincare before I even knew what an esthetician was. I didn't
so
even
you
know
had
that
to
was
fix
a
it
job.
yourself then?
Yeah, I didn't. The dermatologist wouldn't help me. I had cystic acne, just a horrible time. And skincare really wasn't popular back then. It wasn't really a thing. The options were very limited. So I had to do all my own research, and I did all the bad things you're not supposed to do with your skin. Trial and error, like using pure alcohol or sugar or
that's my daughter.
all the things that ruins your skin over time. And I ended up creating a routine and learning so much about my skin, and I loved helping other people with it. I'd be at family events, someone would be like, "Why, I love this scrub, but I feel like it's breaking me out." And I'm like, well, it's probably not breaking you out because scrubs can't really do that. It's probably purging. And my mom was the one that was like, you need to go to school for this.
Right.
So I was like, my cousin actually went to the same school as me for cosmetology. So she runs her own business in Fishers and inspired me as well to go forward with,
to get on with it.
Yeah, and I just loved it. I've done a lot of different jobs throughout my life, and this is the longest thing I've ever stuck with. I love it. This is my baby, and even if I only had one client.
So how did you end up in Martinsville? Because this is where you're from, this area, and most of your clients are from here?
Yeah, it was interesting because, like my mom said, I went here from kindergarten until halfway through my sophomore year. Then I transferred to Center Grove. And I was living in Southport, Indianapolis area out of my apartment, and I just put out there on social media. And it was just Martinsville. Martinsville people would drive the 45 minutes. They would come to me. The demographic was 90% Martinsville. And I reconnected with a lot of people through there. So life events happened, and I ended up back in Greenwood. I bought a house, and I had to put it on hold, like I said, a couple of times for life events, which are definitely things to talk about. Definitely.
Or time after dark.
Yeah. But I was like, I'm ready to get out of home. I'm ready to expand. So took another risk, put in a couple more $1,000, and opened up the space, tore down a wall, turned it into 2 rooms right on the square, and it just blew up. Like it's been bigger than I ever could have imagined.
Yeah, let's talk about the facility. It's a really cool little building. I don't know who owns it, and I don't want to get on and rip on them, but there's tons of space in there for businesses.
Yes.
Like at least 15 empty business spaces.
Yeah.
And there's like 4 businesses max in there.
Mm-hmm. And I'm the only one there in like every day. Yeah,
you rule the roost there. You've knocked down. You have 2 rooms basically.
Yes.
And if you don't, it's 60 West Morgan, and they've got the power locks that you can't get in.
Nope.
Pretty much. But if you're looking to move your business into have your little own area, these are ideal. Yeah. By 8x10s, 8x8s?
I think they're 8x8s.
Yeah.
That's why I tore down a wall, because that couldn't even fit my bed. And and they're you can't beat the price.
Right.
A lot of places will try to screw you over. They'll want to charge you $1,000 a month. They'll want to, gut you out.
Dan Jones saying you rule the roost.
Heck yeah.
You got lots of buddies on there tonight.
I do.
Yeah, the location is nice. The parking does suck. We know that.
Yes.
That's a downtown thing.
They need a parking lot.
Yeah. Oh, well, they're building one 4 blocks from me. So
Okay. We can walk. Get your steps in.
I was hoping they would put one closer, but that's not going to happen. And you're planning on staying there for what? For now?
Yeah.
Until somebody comes along and says, "Hey, move into our facility with us because you do great things."
Yes, I would love that. Yeah. Until the opportunity arises, I'm really happy where I am right now.
And you're your own boss, and nobody can.
Yes, which is a great thing. I don't really like being tied down by those things, especially when it comes to this that I know how to do, and I have my bearings in it. When I worked at Chain Spa, my boss was not even an esthetician, so it was all about money. It was all about logistics. It was all about working me like a dog.
Yeah,
making $12 an hour off a $300 facial.
Yeah,
there's no money in working for.
Well, she said the same thing. She could go work at. I'm not going to say names, but and cut hair.
Yeah.
But she said, "Dad, I'm not making any money doing that." So, and I feel bad for, before you get a daughter or a friend that does this, you take it for granted. Oh, these girls are here making big money cutting hair.
A lot of people
no, they're
thought
not.
that. Yeah.
No,
and even now in the business, I think a lot of people think, oh, she owns her own business. She makes a lot of money. I get by. I still have to do a lot of odd jobs on the side because the economy is just insane. It's crazy. I feel like over the last year, I doubled my income and the economy just got so bad that not making a difference. But things will get better, I think.
We're talking to Hannah Long, owner operator of Serenity by Hannah, 60 West Morgan, right off the square. Got to stop in there and see her place, set up an appointment, go in there. Hey, I saw you in porch time, and she'll give you regular price or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I have a booking site now. That's a new thing that I had. I used to do everything by hand. I used to do all my appointments. I sat on my phone like 8 hours a day.
What is a booking site? Like a web page?
Yeah, it's a website. So it's serenitybyhannah.glossgenius.com.
I was going to type that, but I'm not going to.
Okay.
So serenitybyhannah.glossgenius.com.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even going to. I'd butcher that. But
I can type it in.
Yeah, put it in there. Put your web page on there. You do some other fun stuff outside of being an esthetician.
I do. I get bored.
You make TikTok videos. I'm introducing you to the community. That's what I'm trying to do tonight. So they say, okay, I know who this is. This is the esthetician that goes to medieval fairs, makes TikTok videos. What got you involved in going to medieval stuff?
Well, I've always been into medieval stuff and like the Middle Ages.
Yeah.
Skyrim's my favorite video game of all time. I've put thousands of hours into it, but my boyfriend actually got me into going to like cons and Ren fairs and cosplay.
Yeah,
and,
Renaissance fairs.
Yeah,
that's what
all
I
that
was
stuff.
medieval, but
yes, yeah. So Halloween's always been my favorite holiday. Now I get more excuses to dress up and fun things like that. I think it's fun.
Didn't you just go to a big castle somewhere in Indiana?
Yes, Clayshire Castle. You can actually, it's a real castle. You can rent out a room there and stay there, and they let you tour it at the fair.
What's it cost to rent a room?
Expensive. I couldn't afford it.
I was
but
hoping for a cheap room.
Yeah, they have one of the rooms has a like barrel bathtub.
Really?
So that's fun.
Where is this at? It's southwest of us, isn't it?
It's a bit of a drive.
Like
it's not
by
too
Vincennes?
bad.
No?
I can't remember. Chris, can you comment on there where it's at?
What's the name of the castle?
Clayshire.
Clayshire. I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like that would be a cool one to go see. And you guys, $400 a night, Chris said.
Yeah.
Which is not horrible, but less than what I thought it would be, but still
Cheaper than our cruise, I'll
But
tell you that.
Booked out for a year or two. Oh wow.
Yeah, they are. So if you're planning on getting married,
There's your
it's
booking
cute.
site. Yeah. Near Vincennes.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
So there's her booking site. If you want to book with her, and they
Yes.
can always reach you through Facebook, message you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, this has taken a lot of work off of me and made it a lot easier for clients.
Hannah is so knowledgeable. She can help you with your skin. She even went shopping with me to help choose what right makeup from Kay. $400. That's not as much as I thought. Right.
That's true. That's true.
Kay's someone you've helped, obviously.
Yes, that's my grandma. Yeah, it's taken a lot of work off of me and helped clients. I think one thing people don't realize about being your own boss is you're everything.
Yeah.
You're the secretary, you're the orderer, you're the finances, you're the no one's holding you accountable but yourself.
You answer the phone, you take the messages down. You got to do it all.
You're working 24/7 sometimes for $0 an hour, but it's all for a greater purpose. So it's a lot, and I think a lot of people start small businesses, and sometimes they don't work out, but you know, a lot of people don't even try. So if you try and maybe it's
good
not
for you
working
though,
out.
at your age, rolling the dice during the worst time ever on the planet, the history planet, to start your own business.
It really hit me. I was like, is this a sign? Should I not be a business owner?
And you've made it to where you're still going.
Mm-hmm.
It's 2023, getting ready to be 2024, and you're still going.
Yes.
You may not be living in the castle, but
No, we're not rolling in the dough.
right.
But
you're paying
that's
bills.
not the goal. I wanna get by, make a living, and I love what I do, so I believe in this, and I believe in my clients.
Well, your testimony was that you looked into it because you wanted to take care of what was going on with you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, that's as big as testimonies you could possibly get.
Right.
Self-help, and you did it on your own.
Yes.
Went to school for it, and now look at you. So.
And I love helping people. I knew I wanted to do a job. Like I wasn't big into customer service. I did a lot of customer service jobs, but helping people that want to be there, you know,
Specific needs.
Yeah, getting in touch with a lot of people and making connections.
You're clearly good at it. You got a lot of good feedback tonight from your followers, family and followers. But we got to get you in here on just regular shows, hanging out with me and Corey, and even when Beth comes in, and just get you. She's funny in front of the mic. This professional image she's given tonight, posture up and everything. Watch her videos. She has fun, and I told her, I said, we used to do this quite a bit. Just come in and hang out and BS, for lack of better words. Not so much anymore. We've been busy. We do a lot of fundraisers, you know that. Yeah. And a lot of things like that. But we want to get back to having some fun every now and then. I told her, yeah, one of these nights you're going to get a text, hey, tomorrow night swing in at 8:30, 9 o'clock, and we're just going to... Let's
make it a monthly thing.
Yeah, there you go.
Monthly subscription.
Was it UFOs? Aliens? What was it you were talking about? What were you saying? Did you say something about... I don't know.
I mean, I believe in that stuff.
There you go.
We can talk all conspiracy. I'm a conspiracy.
This is what see, folks. This is what we're rolling into here.
Heck yeah.
The bad thing is, some of the conspiracies that we want to have on here, we can't. Mm-hmm. We were shut down. My original account was shut down completely, and the message I got from the FB people, that account will never be used again.
Oh my, what'd you do?
Supported a guy they didn't want to have win. And Beth got the same thing. And then 6 months, about 4 months later, I got mine back. I got to open up a new account. She did too. And then that account will never be opened again. And so for 30 straight days, I sent them very colorful messages via email. And like on the 30th day on the dot, they gave it back to me, the second account. And she's lost another account since then. Beth has.
They're silencing, yeah.
Censorship.
Yeah.
So we have to walk a fine line. I did one on, I did some research because I had studied him before, Admiral Byrd and Antarctica and all that stuff. So we had some fun with it. And that was just me sitting here talking to the camera, and people were like asking questions. But Stuff like that we have fun with.
Yeah,
But
I have a lot of opinions on a lot of topics.
I have seen some of your opinions, so yeah. But you're excellent at being what you do, and esthetician. See, I was
Yes.
going to mess it up. And guys, she's right here in town. Small businesses across the state, across the country, are suffering. Even big businesses. I said this the first show tonight. We were trying to get across. There's not a business owner in this community that's not suffering from what's going on in the economy worldwide. If you can stay local and shop local and help these people out, do it, because they're everyday folks like us. She's got family down here. She's from the area. I know one thing I wanted to bring up. This is a Logan pet peeve. If you make an appointment with an individual like Hannah or Logan or any of these gals, if you're going to break it early. Because if they've got you scheduled between noon and 4, that's their pay period in their mind. And you don't show up noon to 4. Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard because your income is entirely based on everybody else's willingness to.
Well, like I told her, you have to sell yourself to that person. That you have to get them to trust you and understand that you do good work and you're going to do A, B, and C, and you're going to do it as you said and give them the product that they want. That's not easy for everybody.
Yeah. And you have to have boundaries. I opened up with no policies, no nothing, just like very trusting, and you have to protect yourself. You got to have boundaries. You got to have policies in place. And it's, funnily enough, like it's once you put those policies in place, people just respect you more. It doesn't even, you don't even have to use them most of the time, because people just know going in, she's serious. This is business. I can't take advantage.
Right. Yeah. That's because people will take advantage of you. You know that as well as me.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat.
Yes.
And sometimes friends will do it more so than anybody else.
Yeah. 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 Luckily, since getting out of like the corporate world of aesthetics, I haven't had any irate, rude, mean clients that make me cry after our appointment. Everyone's been super lovely and super respectful, but definitely people can take advantage of your time for sure. Because I don't think they think about it. I don't think they do it on purpose. It's not their time. It's not their money. So, but yeah, I have my week and I budget on a weekly basis. I know I have to make this much every week in order to pay my bills.
Right.
So when things start going awry and things start getting rescheduled and things start getting canceled, I make it work. I do what I got to do, but it can be difficult. And economy, like you said, it's been rough. It's been sucky. Yeah.
Stop in or see her, 60 West Morgan Street, just off the square, pretty much right across from the archery place, which I don't know if people even realize we have an archery shop in town.
I love archery.
I know.
We just did a contest at the Ren Fair, actually.
Did you shoot?
Yeah, I did.
How'd you do?
I did better than last year. My boyfriend's dad actually won the whole thing
Really?
last year. Yeah, he won.
Robin Hood.
He won the bow. He didn't even wear his glasses.
So they have an archery contest.
They do.
Right there?
I think it costs like $10 to enter or something like that, and it's real fun.
Can you bring your own bow, or do you have to use?
Can't.
I was gonna say 90-pound compound bow.
I have a bow, but I traveled.
It's not functioning right now.
I used to have a crossbow. That was really.
Yeah, those are nice. You need to go across the street there and tell them, "Here's my business here. What can we do to get my bow fixed?"
Heck yeah.
I need to have them in, actually, because I've threatened that like 4 times. They're good people.
Yeah.
Really nice people in there. And nobody even knows about it unless you're a specific hunter, that they're right there on the square, right across from you. Again, that's like no man's land because there's no parking. And that's what stinks. You can park around the back, side, on the square and walk to your business, but you're basically right there, a half block off the square.
Do they offer lessons?
That I don't know. If
that's how
Matt
I started.
or Bethany were on, they would know because they've gone in there. You started out bow lessons.
Yeah, I asked for them for my birthday one year, and I just.
This was you living in Morgantown.
No, this was Greenwood. This was like 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, I was gonna say because that doesn't Greenwood wouldn't sound like the place where you're wanting to do bow hunting. Morgantown would.
Yeah, they honestly, if I did it in the neighborhood that my parents lived in their backyard, I think the HOA would put cops on me.
But that's cool though. What else do you do at Ren Fair? They don't do jousting, do they?
They do. They do
No,
jousting.
they don't.
Yeah, they do. And actually, at a con we went to recently, they did real weapons, real armor, fighting.
How
Medieval
do they
fighting.
do the jousting? Horses and everything?
Yeah, horses and everything.
That's
fun.
No.
Yeah, I think it's pre-broken, so it's not as
It's not like they're gonna ram the stick through you.
right. But it's fun. It's fun. We went to another Ren Fair this year. I can't remember the name of it, but they had a unicorn there. It was really
Horse with a horn stuck to its head.
unicorn. Yeah.
She believes in unicorns, folks.
Mhm.
So
That's our next conspiracy.
where,
theory topic.
where was this at?
I can't remember. I just go along with it. Like Chris, my boyfriend, I just go along with him. I'm like, I'm down. Let's go.
Mostly here in Indiana somewhere.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing
I can't
too
remember
far
the
away.
name. I don't remember the name.
I was Caleb Pope and those guys did a play a few years ago, and I forget the name of it, but it was one where you eat and you solve the I forget
Murder
the,
mystery.
murder mystery kind of deal.
Yes.
But it was based off of that era, Renaissance era, and it's an actual play. And I auditioned for. They came in studio and talked about it on air, and then they're like, "You should audition." So I was like, "Okay, I've never done this." I go in there and they're like, "Hey, you can do this." My character's name was Fiddle Pants.
So you did it?
No, the time of the event that come up, we had some other stuff. That's like your business, this business here. If something comes up that is vital and important, I'm going to push everything aside and say,
Yeah.
"Hey," and we'll be in the Christmas musical this year as well.
Oh yeah. Speaking of musicals,
What Christmas musical?
So I've been working with Golden Ticket Productions for since 2018. We used to do it in Brown County. Now it's in Shelbyville at the Bogstown Cabaret. My mom's in it. My dad's in it. My brother's in it. It's a really, it's like, when it was at Brown County, it was like Disney World level. Magic.
Really?
Yes, it's so much fun.
How
And
come I've never heard of Golden Ticket Productions?
I don't know. Maybe you're.
I know.
You should.
I'm out.
It's a friend of ours. They run the production company and they do incredible things. The show's been going on for like 15 years. So
you singing in this?
yeah, sing, perform. It's all Christmas variety. There's little tidbits in the middle, little vignettes, acting. It's fun for all ages, all families. This one at the cabaret is a dinner theater. So get full like course meal while you're watching. It's more intimate than Brown County, but it's really really fun. And we did like 14 shows.
Really over
for
the
a
month
couple of years over December. Yeah, and I mean we started rehearsing in like September or October.
Yeah,
it's a
major production.
It's a major production.
Inside?
Major commitment. Inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, we do a Jingle Bell Rock, Bobby Holmes Jingle Bell Rock Christmas event here.
Okay.
And we do a tree lighting.
Yeah.
Right at the venue there. And we have some announcements coming up.
Yeah, I love theater.
Is it going to run by Russ?
Yes. Yeah,
Russ has been in here.
Nuh-uh.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Several times.
He's in New York right now, I think. Well, he comes back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joe's
Russ and
calling.
Brad.
What's up, Joe? Joe's on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Russ has been in here.
Navajo Joe wanted me to tell you that he's
Navajo Joe.
Navajo Joe.
That's Ramey's buddy.
Nuh-uh.
That's American Dad. Yes.
Oh my gosh. See, look how
yes.
Martinsville works.
Awesome place,
Yeah.
awesome guy. Where's that at in Shelbyville though?
It's at the Bogstown Cabaret.
Yeah, you said that and I missed that.
No, that's okay. It's in the middle. It's kind of in the boonies. It's in the middle of nowhere. It's
over by the casino. I'm just
no, not by the casino.
just in case.
It might be on your way, so you could stop by. And but I can't remember when it was built, but it's very authentic.
Yeah.
It's a little haunted. The ghosts are nice though. They don't like it when we're not there for a while, so they start getting a little ornery.
You know, we did a paranormal one night.
Really?
Porch Time Paranormal.
I'm so down. I keep trying to get
you
everyone.
Beth and Corey then.
Okay.
Because we heard something, and we have it on we have it on tape.
Ooh.
I'm serious.
Chills. What'd you hear?
We I can't believe this. We went to a house up here on Pike Street in town because we were like, hey, we're gonna do it. And so myself, Beth, Corey, and Brad Wilson went. My brother wouldn't go. Other people wouldn't go that are involved. They're like, no. So Beth and I were packed in this kitchen, and literally we have the headsets on. She is sitting shoulder to shoulder with me, and our headsets that if I go, hey, you can hear it like I'm next to you. Okay. Yeah. So anything she says, breathes loud, snorts, whatever, I'm going to hear it. Corey's upstairs, Wilson's downstairs. We're looking into a family room to where she says she sees some weird stuff. Well, it's about this time of year. So there's like a Halloween stuff out and there's Christmas stuff out that, you know, I've got my little tree on the table and the Halloween stuff. And it's flashing lights and I'm watching and watching and just like here where you can see, I'm like, that light's doing something funny. And I'm talking to Beth and she's listening. And she's like, yeah, it is. And she goes, oh, it is, or something. She goes, keep an eye on her, or something like that. So all through the night, we're there. We have a laser grid set up and all this stuff.
Yeah, real equipment.
We borrowed it from some people. So we call it a night, go home. Well, Corey plays I'm going to stay awake all night and listen to all of it. So he stays awake, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, he starts.
It's always 3.
I know. He starts banging our phones. And right when I said, Beth, do you see that? And she says, yeah, I do. Something goes, and it is
so sassy.
It was like makes my arms.
It does when because you watch it, and that's one thing, but you experience it, and it's like.
And then I had a pastor friend of mine tell me, "Don't dabble in that because it could follow you home."
That's what they say.
And then I checked out. I won't do it again. So
you got to protect yourself.
No, I won't do it.
You got to wear the crystals. You got to pray. Do a little prayer.
Nope, I'll go to church on Sunday and call it even. No. So, but Beth and Corey would love to do it again.
I'm super down. The house I grew up in Morgantown, oldest house in Morgan County, 1890s. It was haunted, but it wasn't an evil kind of. My mom can tell you about it too.
That? You mean the one that might be hanging out in the back's cool with you, but the one shutting up might be bad. Maybe. Just waiting.
I don't know. They weren't too but you'd hear some whispers in the fireplace. And they were totally blocked off, like they had been filled with cement the entire time we'd been there. And my parents actually were in my bedroom, and that's the most haunted room in the house, and then they moved there and put me in there when I was born, and I was like, thanks guys. I was terrified of my closet for like the entire time I was there, like before I even knew what ghosts were.
Oh, Corey, I got to do this. He sent the video. We're here watching you guys, and I didn't. And I went like this, and whatever was going on right here, and I was just like, okay. Hear that?
It's like a woman.
That's not Beth.
And I zoomed in again. This and whatever was going on right here, and I was just like,
"That's her." And then,
Corey, she'll go with you guys. Good luck with that.
Oh.
We're sitting right here with a stove behind us. There's a door to the outside right by Beth. She's against that. Our backs are against the stove. We can't even move. And
it's
I'm
a
like,
totally different frequency.
But it had to been. It got picked up by our mics. I was like, that's what freaks me out to this day. Because I'm like, no.
Have you ever been to Black Lady's grave?
Yeah, but that was nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, we went out. I sat out there one night to scare when we was in school for like 3 hours laying in the weeds. And I was whatever. That was nothing to me. But there's been some places that I know and everybody wants to go. Corey's got knows several places. There's places here in town they want to go to.
Tons.
So Corey and Beth would do it, and I've got a friend that has that equipment that I know they would do it.
Yeah.
But I don't even want the equipment in the house. Just take it.
But
and go.
see, if you can't fear them, because then that's when they'll.
It's like a dog. It knows when you're in fear. It's gonna bite you.
Yeah, you gotta dominant. Not
That's it'd be okay to be
Not
dominant if you
angry.
could see it, but when you don't even know what direction it's coming from.
maybe you get like ask questions to get to know it a little better.
What's
your favorite color?
Right, we're talking to Serenity by Hannah here tonight, and now we're on to Ghost Adventures. So, I said earlier on that she has a lot of irons in the fire and is a interesting person, and eventually we're going to get her here in studio, and obviously we found her. I want to go. Darcy wants to go now too. There you go. No, I'm not going. Mr. Baker and Miss Beth will set that up. No,
Chris might go.
I will not go. Not after that first one. Then I have where I work that we had a guy, a big dude, like 6'5". He's a biker preacher. And he told me, he goes, don't do that because they could follow you home. And why do you want to play with that? And I was like, dude, I get your point. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
So Corey do it. Corey and Beth, they're not scared. But I don't want to make a fool of myself that way. I'd rather get hit in the face by a pie for money than poop my pants on live TV while a ghost is whispering in my ear.
It is terrifying. It'd probably take one whisper, and I'd be like, "All right, I'm out.
Right.
I'm out."
Could you? Now, it didn't spook us because we didn't hear it
At the time, yeah.
But I mean, our headsets are right here. I mean, like I said, if she whispers, I hear it. I can count her breaths. And no, I ain't afraid of no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. But yeah, they want to do it. Corey and Beth said they would do it again. No, I don't have. I'll sit out in the car and watch you guys on the phone and be like,
I can't like on Ghost Adventures when they make them go in by themselves. That's
why?
something.
What's the point of that?
Because then you're more vulnerable, so you're more likely to get activity.
But not. No. What's up, Keaton? Keaton's my nephew in the Navy over on the East Coast. Jonah, you might have a point there.
I think I follow Keaton.
He's
Maybe.
funny. Keaton would go on a ghost hunt with you. I would say that's a good possibility, Joe. That's a good possibility. I don't know how long I'd stay because be like, hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Is that your favorite beer?
It's good stuff. It is good stuff.
I like Corona.
Yeah, well, he supplied us during that last event we had. It was a long one. And Joe shows up about halfway and brings us things to sip on. And about 2 of those sips, I was like, dude, I can't do this anymore because I got about 8 hours left and I want to take a nap now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Joe's a good dude. He always supports our staff and we appreciate him doing what he does. But I can tell you what, Corey and Beth would be down for, and obviously Darcy and there's others for a ghost hunt. And this is the time of year. It's spooky season.
It is. It's spooky season. It's
Porch Time
officially
Paranormal.
fall.
I have a page somewhere, buried somewhere.
Didn't get shut down?
That page, my personal page got shut down. Not any. I've got like 1 million groups I've made, but
He's asking how you're doing.
I'm doing good. I'm doing well. Keaton, how are you? How are things on the East Coast?
You give me a spinny chair and I'm spinning.
We're talking to Hannah Long, owner operator Serenity by Hannah, 60 West Morgan, right off the square. She's an esthetician and a ghost hunter and a Renaissance person and all this other stuff.
And a singer.
She's a thespian and some other things. Kevin, come do a ghost hunt over here. No, that would be cool. Now I would do that.
In the woods?
Well, he's on the East Coast.
Oh,
he's stationed at Newport News, Virginia.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the battlefields, the Civil War battlefields and stuff like that. That would be something just
very
cool.
historic.
Yeah. You're over there. I bet you could contact a group and go with him. Say, hey, I'm in the Navy. I want to go on one of your ghost hunts, and they'd take you. You'd want to take Titus, your dog, with you. You would not go alone. I guarantee it. Anyway. See, this is what happens. We start talking, and then 45 minutes later, we've talked about your business, ghost hunting, Renaissance.
It's good. It keeps it fresh.
Yes. I'm curious about your Christmas event because I can't say nothing, not on air, because we have a big announcement next Monday night on ours, on some of the stuff that we're doing.
Yeah, somewhere I have the dates of it, but if you go to Golden Ticket Productions on Facebook, it'll on there.
Is that Russ's? Is he not in Brown County anymore?
So Russ and Brad.
Whatever happened to what's the guy's name? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. And I'm gonna mess it up. But he's singing. He's an audio visual guy, and he sings and he plays. What's his name? And he was with Russ, making videos with him for a while.
I thought I knew who you were talking about, but then you said he sang. Just the guy.
He's been in here. Doggone it. I want to say it's like an Indian last name. It's like two words. But him and Russ were doing stuff down in Brown County together.
Mm-hmm.
But then I lost track of Russ.
Russ is in like New York. He went to go make it big. I think he was on an episode of Law and Order.
Was he really?
Yes. Yeah. In the jury.
He was on here, and he's got people from.
He's talented. He did the show with us.
Brad. Not Brad Ferguson, but Brad. I can't think of his name. I'm gonna have to look.
Brad Zumwalt.
Nope, that's not who I'm.
Oh
thinking
well,
of.
Joe's asking. Brad Zumwalt and Russ run Golden Ticket Productions, but I think since Russ went to New York, they kind of switched it over to him. Yeah, they own the Cabaret in Bogstown, and they do murder mysteries there too. We went to a Western one recently. Very hilarious.
Really?
Yes, so funny.
So he's out. He's out of the one. I agree, Keaton. That's exactly what I would end up doing.
Dumb stuff.
We're goons, and we went up scaring each other and just doing dumb stuff. Me and a buddy actually walked some Civil War trails at the dark on Sunday night. That would be cool. So Russ is obviously. Oh my gosh! I almost had his name. Doggone it. Russ is obviously not part of Brown County anymore. He's working in.
Yeah, none of us are a part of Brown County as of now. We loved the space and it was great, but just both went in different directions. So my mom and Brad and some other people, they're talking about opening their own theater production company when she retires, which I think would be amazing.
Where at?
Greenwood. We need stuff in Greenwood.
We need stuff down here also.
We do too. Yeah.
Website. I'm going to look at this name. What's up, Kagan? Russ. I can't believe Russ is in New York City. Just a dream. Hey. It's only just a dream. What? I'm looking for this guy's name. I'm sorry. Because it's going to kill me if I don't find it. About us.
Chris and I were camping somewhere around here recently, and we decided that in the middle of the night we were going to go to Black Lady's grave, and we walked forever, and he was like, it's going to be way too far. At the forestry? Yeah. I think we'd walked for like an hour, and he had the map, and he was like, or no, we tried to go to, what's that cabin that's there?
Rainwater. That's the guy's name. Yes. Draper's Cabin.
Yes, Draper's Cabin. We were trying to go there. And we stopped. He was like, it's going to be too far. We went and drove past there in the daytime, and we were like literally 2 steps away from making it there.
It's not that far.
It was, well, it's a long walk. When we were like deep, it was.
Why'd you walk it? Because
it's nighttime.
Scarier.
We were on the side of the road, like walking. We had like flashlights on our head, and I was scared. I was a little scared. But we almost made it there, and I was like, you made us turn all the way around.
See, what you should have done if you really wanted scared is drive out Catholic Cemetery Road and park and walk. That's deep in the woods. That's where they've seen Sasquatch back that way.
Really?
That's the rumor, which we could get into that too.
Have you guys done a...
No, but I've threatened that, and I have like 1 million people that want to do it.
Sasquatch don't scare me.
No, but I mean, it would take a lot to take all this out in the woods.
That's true.
and set it up for the biggest thing that we are going to do. Jerry Vest wants us to come skywatch with him one night, and so before it gets too cold, we're going to end up at his house on a bonfire, and I'll take that iPad and point it up the sky. We can just sit around and talk. He's an Air Force vet. There's another Air Force vet. So these guys have the know.
Mm-hmm.
So we will do that for UFOs. But I've had a bunch of people talk about, oh, you got to go out in the woods and go squatching one night. I'm like,
Squatching.
Dude, I don't want to walk through the forestry.
Yeah,
Bigfoot
I don't think
hunters
I'm on the
from TV
Sasquatch
Yes.
train yet.
They did come. I actually, right during COVID, the guys, not Moneymaker, not Bobo, but the other guy, he zoomed in and called in on the show.
Really?
Yes. And I forget his name now too. He was out in Oregon, and it was right when COVID hit, and the connection was terrible. And he's like, these guys are clowns, and I was like, I screwed it up. But yes, Russ Moss.
Yep.
Russ Baum is what he yeah.
He was in the show many times, the Christmas show.
I cannot believe that dude's a ball of fire.
He is.
He doesn't stop. I don't know how many Red Bulls he drinks a day, but
a lot. I think he likes
I like coffee, but I'm not Russ Baum. Yeah, I had one of the Big Fun Hunter guys call in or zoom in one time.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm on the Sasquatch train yet, but I am on the alien train. I saw a UFO.
Well, don't spill the beans now.
Okay, we won't spill the beans.
Yes, you gotta do that. We're gonna do that on air. We'll go out to Jerry's and go live, and we'll talk. Yeah, he was a pretty good dude too. It's a scientist dude, the little not Bobo and Moneymaker, and not the lady, but it was the scientist guy, and he's well spoken, of course, a very intelligent man. And I just felt foolish because the Zoom was not working well. So
it happened.
Yep. Well, anything else you'd like to discuss here at the end? Stop in and see you at 60 West Morgan.
Yeah.
Esthetician. You posted where you can make appointments.
Yes. Yeah, and all my social media, Serenity by Hannah on Facebook and Instagram. My personal TikTok is Lady Long Love X, and I post a lot of.
Yes, she does. She posts a lot on there.
Dumb stuff on there. So.
No, but that's how people want to get to know you. Then that's a good way to figure out who you are.
That's not the professional side, so don't go there expecting. That's not Serenity.
We were at Serenity, and the internet was not Serenity while we were there.
No, it was not Serenity.
That really stunk.
Yeah.
But you have a cute little place. It's right there on the square. That's Logan. They must have went and got some Mexican. Logan. Hannah, esthetician. You want to talk business with her?
You do Zoe.
Yeah.
Come on in and talk. We're live. We're live. So, come and sit down. So, sit down. And I'll pop you up on camera.
No,
sit right there. I won't put you on camera then. But she just started her business here in town like 7 months ago. Pull the mic over in front of you.
There's a cricket.
Oh, they won't kill you. Don't kill it. They're good luck. But we were talking about. You're on. I went and saw her place downtown on the square, and it's really cute. Not a bad price rent, but not a lot of people know that she's there. And we were talking about she went to school and she pressed it all down in 1 year, got it all done. Remember?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't
miss
understand
those
that.
days. Yeah.
No, it was horrible.
It's
Yeah.
harder than regular college. Mentally.
Yeah, and were you working while you were doing it?
I was doing the Christmas show because it was 40 hours.
And then we go to school and have to do people for free. Like,
Yeah.
we don't get,
You don't get
no one
paid
gets
nothing.
paid.
Just the school. I wish it would help pay off your tuition.
They weren't, I don't know, where'd you go to school?
You're on camera now.
Did they
Logan.
tip? Were you allowed to receive tips?
Yes.
We could only get cash tips. They wouldn't allow us to get card tips.
I don't think we got card
Mm.
tips.
which I
all.
thought was weird.
So could you could have taken what she's taken and you could have taken in the same building?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Vice
They
versa.
had cosmetologists and estheticians there, and I'd like to go back soon to get my instructor's license, so to teach aesthetics alongside doing the spa,
You're
which
not
you
in
can do
it.
too. Because a lot of people know that the beauty school instructors aren't always the best. So I didn't have a necessarily great one. So I want to. A lot of estheticians and cosmetologists go out into the world and they're just not ready. They're not prepared.
Yeah, I did not have a good teacher.
But see, like when she was a kid growing up, and her mom and even her sisters, we all spoke about this. Every doll we had, she butchered. She cut the hair. She put makeup on. Every
Yep.
millions of Bratz dolls wasted. Barbie dolls wasted because you go in there and there's Logan with a pair of them scissors. Just cut. What are you doing?
So she came by it really early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You got your practice in. How's
Um,
your mannequin head?
Oh, she's got some unbelievable. She's got no. Here's what she does to me.
They're all bald.
What she does to me is I come home from work one day and there's a bag in there on the floor. I'm like, what is that big trash bag? I open it up and there's like all these heads. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. You pay all this money for the kit, and I kept the iPad, and that's it. I threw everything else away.
We got like a Samsung tablet, and mine never turned on.
Beauty school, people. That cost you $5,000, by the way, just for the kit.
She went to Empire. You went to
Tricochi.
Tricochi, which I don't know why that name's hard
Dude,
for
we
me.
were jealous of Tricochi.
Really?
Empire's
We were ghetto.
See?
The Bloomington location was ghetto. The Indianapolis location was nice.
So you went to the Indianapolis one?
No, I went to the Bloomington one.
Okay, which was right
We
off
had-
the highway.
Yes, yeah. It was right when 37 was just being worked on, so it literally took me like 2 hours just to get there. Yeah, we had black mold in the building. It was very
ours,
ghetto.
our building burnt down, yeah.
Like a week after she left.
Ours was an old church.
Ours had so much water damage in the floor that the floor was bubbling.
Ours flooded one time. I was only there for 6 months and all this stuff, and they had us clean it up, and we were like, I was like, that's not my job.
Right.
Also, none of our outlets ever worked.
Well, that's why it caught fire. You know that.
No, I think it caught fire because
Was anyone in there?
No, it happened in the middle of the night. I was the only one that would ever clean the lint trap on the dryer. And I told Penny, oh, maybe
Do you think it was
Yeah.
I think
dryer
so.
fire?
I literally told my teacher, I was like, if I'm the only one that's going to clean the lint trap, this building's going to burn down because that's a fire hazard. And we do towels all the time.
Yeah.
And then it burned down.
Oh yeah, Zoe will be on here in a minute now. You do.
But-
Yeah. They made us do our own laundry there.
She
by
does
the
Zoe's
way.
hair.
We had to do our own laundry too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She does Zoe's hair. You
Do
do
you?
Zoe's
Skin.
Face, yeah.
Everything.
So
Zoe's
this is Zoe's
awesome.
healthcare class in
Yes.
here tonight. Should have had Zoe.
She's
in.
got
I
our
just did
girls up
Zoe's hair
here.
on Sunday.
She just came, just waxing, and she does facials, and we have a grand time. And
Didn't she just cut your dog's hair?
Zoe cut my dog's hair yesterday, yeah.
Yeah.
oh
She's-
yeah, Zoe's a dog groomer. I keep telling her she needs to start her own thing.
She's over here at PetSmart.
Yeah.
Which I'm supposed to get a hold of her boss because they're supposed to be doing something here real soon.
Mm.
But I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't believe you guys work on Zoe.
Yeah.
she's awesome. Her
Hair-
mom, Ashley Beltran, and her other daughter, Sophia, have all come to me.
Oh, it's Ashley, Zoe's mom?
Mm-hmm.
I knew that, didn't
She's
I?
so
Yeah.
sweet.
Yes.
Sweetest
I've met
thing.
her. Yeah,
Yeah.
Zoe's a good
They're a
gal.
great family.
Yeah. Yeah, Logan goes and hangs out with her on the weekends sometimes, and
I hang out with Zoe all the time.
yeah. So you need to stop in and see her shop. Give her some love for her here in town.
I was just telling Zoe last time she came and saw you that I need to schedule something.
Yeah.
Because she said she got like a back,
Back
facial,
facial.
or something like that. And I was like, that sounds nice.
No, there's
She
some
was
other
not.
things. There's some other things. Butt box.
Peach smoothie.
Yeah.
Butt box. Ain't nobody gonna get it when it's called that.
I was like, what in the world is that? But it's exactly what it sounds like.
Booty facials.
Booty facial.
Oh, that's a cute name for it.
Thanks.
A peach smoothie?
Yeah.
Aw.
The girls that get it, get
Did
it.
you ever have to do, I don't know if I can say this on
Crazy. The lower level
Do you still
facials.
do those, or did you have to do them in beauty school?
I don't do. No, we did a little bit of like.
I remember the
but-
girls, like the estheticians at Empire, would like anytime they had to do like one in class for a demo, they would all come hide on the floor because they did not want to do it.
Yeah, I
No.
have a certain limit, so I
Would you say
don't.
there's boundaries? You
Yeah,
said that earlier.
I
Yeah.
don't do Brazilians. I don't do Manzilians. I don't do facials. I stay away from that. I had a lot of people ask me to do boob facials, and I was like, that's just too.
It's like
Love you guys. Love you. You're so welcome in my space, but booty's about as far as I'll go.
See, what I need to do is I just need to knock the rest of this stuff out here and open up our own place, and you guys could work here.
Yeah.
I'm moving.
Not if we open up a studio here. This is owned already.
I'm moving. I already paid my deposit. I'm out.
She's like behind Lake Monroe, on the other south side of Lake Monroe. But
And that's
my
where you're living, or where you're
apartment.
going to do your.
no, her salon is in Bloomington.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's like 15 minutes from her salon,
Yeah. Okay.
but she just got an apartment.
Well, that's my dream, is to have like rent a space with a bunch of rooms in it, and then rent out to other beauty people,
The
massage
place I work
therapists.
at, the girl, she rents out a space in this building, and then we all rent from her.
Yeah.
And there's like 4 of us.
That's
one
the
building.
dream.
Yeah.
Like, then you don't got to worry about your stuff. You're helping people out. You're established. You've got someone come in and get everything. So that'd be really. But of course, that's a lot more investment up front.
Hey, she rolled the dice during COVID, quit her job, and started this. Like,
Started going to school.
No, started my
started
own
her own
business.
business.
No,
Spent my
I
last
just
$3
started
grand.
going to school during COVID. If I was graduated.
I opened, and then a month later, I had to shut down.
Like her only source of income, like
Well,
business.
I was living with my ex at the time in the apartment, so and I was doing the facial boxes, which really helped, but it definitely wasn't a good mentor.
Yeah, do you know what
for
that
sure.
is? Like she'll tell you what you need and then send it to you in the box.
Oh, that's
Like
a good idea.
spa box.
That's cute.
They blew up. I think I.
Do you like skin script?
Yes,
Yes,
I use them. I
That's what
love them.
That's what I use for my skincare.
I love them. They're like they're an inexpensive professional brand.
They're so inexpensive.
I love the cactus. My favorite.
You guys need your own show.
I use the pomegranate cleanser.
Okay.
And then I
For dry
use
skin.
the acai moisturizer berry
Mhm.
thing, whatever that is. And I use the ageless
Serum.
yeah. And then I use the cucumber toner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude,
I
I got
have
the
skin
whole lineup.
script. I got what?
I said I got a whole lineup.
Oh yeah. I can help you out for sure. Yeah, I use Skin Script. I've got SD Max, Jelly Mask. I don't know if you've seen those. I've got Circadia now, and what is the Hale and Hush. So
Is it a prerequisite if you're in beauty care to have tattoos? Because you both are covered.
I feel like
I
we're
think that's
just,
trauma.
I feel like we're also just like creative. We got creative mind,
I would agree with that.
and we like to self-express.
I would agree with that. She says it's trauma. You said it's self-expression.
Yeah.
So it's
Same
somewhere in the
thing.
middle.
Well, I had some before I even went to school, so I think.
Well, she couldn't.
But
'cause
yeah.
She wasn't even 18 yet, I don't think.
I got
Yeah.
my first tattoo when I was 17.
Okay.
What, Dakota? He just needs to come in here.
What are good face products to use for men?
Get in here.
I need to. It's the trolls.
It's the trolls.
It's the trolls, Chris. I hate my trolls. I need to see your skin because not all skin is the same.
Well,
We could
he's
talk.
in the other room. by the
Oh,
way.
is
That's
he?
her
He's
boyfriend.
literally-
Oh,
here.
we could chat. Yeah, come. Let me touch your face. Let me get a feel.
Come in here.
'Cause I was telling him I used to have horrible acne.
So did I.
Fixed it.
My skin used to be so bad.
Let's see. What are you using now?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Disgusting.
That's from the Mexican they just let ate.
Your skin's pretty normal. Like, it's pretty good
I
for a
break
guy.
out a lot on my forehead.
Because your bangs.
Yeah, it's sweat.
It's bangs. As soon as I got bangs, it was like forehead acne like crazy. Just gotta like, how often do you wash your hair?
Logan, how often does he wash
That
his
is
hair?
not true. It's you just switch to every other day.
Okay.
But
and
you
that's-
shouldn't talk. But how many times do you
No,
wash your hair a week?
I told him to switch to every other day because
not
his
good for
his
your
scalp
hair.
was dry.
She told me that. She's
She
like,
told me she doesn't wash her hair.
Okay, not 12 days.
I'm on day like 10 right now, and look at you. Literally cannot.
but she uses that. What is that stuff you use?
I do
Dry
twice a week.
shampoo.
Oh, I can't. I haven't found a good one.
Amika. Have you
I
tried
do
Amika?
like Amika brand.
I love Amika.
I'll have to, I can write up something. I got ideas. My wheels are turning. Need like a basic foaming cleanser.
Sometimes I'll break out in spots, but in like big patches.
But is that from shaving?
Is it like cystic acne? Like, is it painful or is it on the surface?
It's
Okay. Do you exfoliate?
really not sis. He does
Exfoliate.
not know what.
Sometimes they hurt.
Okay, I mean,
Cystic's like under the skin. Like, it doesn't come up to
Oh,
like a white
You
head.
can't
like
pop
this
it.
one on my chin.
I got pimple. I'll clear
Like
that
on
right
you.
up. No. we like were in my spa and
We
we
went to her studio and the internet sucked.
we tried to do it like 3 times and then we ran over here.
She goes, "How far is your studio away?" And I'm like, 5 minutes. And she goes, "Let's go."
But you're on the square, aren't you? Where at?
60 West Morgan. You know where the
Across from
archery
the
place
archery
is?
range.
No, were you an archery
Little
place?
archery bar?
We were
Yes.
just talking
Yeah,
about it.
Literally right across the street. The
Oh.
Kimmett building.
Okay,
She's down towards the fire station, like
Oh,
halfway
okay.
down that road,
yeah, I know.
right off the alley.
Okay.
Are you guys-
Someone ran their car into the Kivett building.
Yeah, the other day, not long ago.
I'm talking about like a few months ago. That was the other day.
It seemed like it.
Oh.
Are you guys down for ghost hunting?
Yes.
Tonight?
Yeah.
No,
Not tonight.
No,
I'm in.
daggone
Where are
it.
we
I've
Just
lost
in
complete control
general.
of the show.
Because
I just had a margarita.
Give me one margarita.
No,
Oh,
no.
yes!
Follow her TikTok. We're not going to get into that. You can't
You
do that
get
one.
so mad at me for singing that.
She sings it on TikTok.
It's so funny.
Corey and we did the Portside Paranormal, and
Yeah.
we have. I showed her our what we found, and she heard it. But Corey and Beth want to do another one, and I don't want nothing to do with another one. I'm
Count
not
me
doing.
in.
Yeah.
I'll do
I'll
it.
do it.
No,
The bigger the group,
We want
the
to.
better.
Dude, Zoe will do it too. She's got the ghost app on her phone.
I wonder why she's not
that
up
no.
here yet.
We have real equipment. We can get real equipment.
There's a ghost in Zoe's
That's
house and it
My
talks.
friends
That's
and I want to
hokey.
go to the abandoned sanatorium and like do
Kentucky.
that. Like
In
no,
Kentucky.
they have one here.
Have you seen that one in Kentucky? That big, huge, like
No.
4-level
Mm.
monster place. Oh, it's scary.
We
It
wanna go to
is.
that one because
Is it
there's,
one of
like,
those that gets worse?
professional
Yeah.
people there.
Yeah, the professionals go there all the time.
You know where I want to go is Zach Hagen's
Haunted
museum.
Museum, yeah.
You have to sign a waiver.
Where's
'cause,
that
like,
at?
Las Vegas.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have to sign a waiver before you go in because people have like left in an ambulance just from being in there.
Scared them to death almost.
Yeah.
If I go to Vegas, I'm not going to Zach Bacon's. I'm going to
Why not?
play some slots or something. Texas Hold'em.
I do good at the casinos here. I need to
Evidently, you know about the one over in Shelbyville.
yeah
So
stop.
There's a casino
stop
in
buying
Shelbyville?
them.
Yeah. I've only
Don't
been
we
to
only have
French
like
Lick.
2 and one of them's in Shelbyville? The other ones.
Shelbyville,
There's
French
Rising
Lick,
Star.
Rising
Mom
Star.
used to go to
I've
Rising
never been.
Star.
Yeah.
Mom used to go to Belterra. Mom used to go to French Lick and West Baden.
Yeah.
And Shelby, but Mom used to have a gambling addiction.
Easy. Your mom's not going to want to have that online.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Just kidding. She was only going every Thursday.
That's not bad. It's like bingo.
Yeah.
No, it's nothing like bingo. You're going to spend 40 bucks
Purse
on
bingo. You guys ever done purse bingo?
I call bingo for the fall foliage when we do purse bingo. I used to.
Are you
all
going to be at
time.
the fall foliage?
We're calling. We're live on air that day. We're covering.
I'll
the
be
parade.
there.
What are you doing?
having a booth.
Oh, you're on the square?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you two could sit up next to each other.
I don't have a booth.
They've like filled up
Yeah,
spots. They fill up real
tried
quick.
too late.
I don't want
It was stressful at the fair because it was like 15 days. I'm so glad
You
this
remember
one's
seeing
shorter.
her? She was down the road from us.
Dude, the fair is a fever dream.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a margarita?
It just I was doing hair tinsel. And
Oh,
the
I saw you.
Sweaty, dirty.
I
kids.
want hair tinsel.
Dude, they are. Even their parents are like, sorry.
Hey! You're...
No, it's literally so hot. And they know. They know.
I brought 2 fans.
We had 2
We
fans.
had a fan, but it was blowing my hair tinsel away. We had to chase it
Oh my
down.
We had to turn like completely sideways. Like our table's here, the fan's
So
going
then the
that
fan's
way.
not even like blowing on me.
Oh.
And what's the worst part is the hair tinsel, like the material of it, like will stick to sweat, and so it get like wrapped
Ooh,
around a child's
yummy.
arm, and then it's stuck on
Or
me
it gets
too.
stuck on our water
And or
bottles.
like a kid will like lift their hands up, and then the tinsel gets stuck in their armpit. It's not okay.
So probably fall
This is our last
foliage
show
would be a
ever.
better time to do that because
I
it's not so hot.
I preferred it at the fall foliage last year.
I'm excited.
But we were at Hometown, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Courtney
She's-
said I could set up there this
She
year.
set up at Hometown last year, and
I heard they do some. They
you need to
asked us-
just stop in there tomorrow morning. What time do you open? What
I'm
time's your
gonna-
first appointment?
I gotta be there at my first appointment's 10, so I
So
leave at
get-
9 and start setting up. at
So
9:30.
get there a little early and walk over here and introduce yourself to the ladies at Hometown.
Yeah,
If Courtney and them are in there.
I watched their podcast on here
Yeah, they're
to
hilarious.
get prepared.
Courtney, Kayla, and Savannah. They're a funny bunch.
They are a funny bunch.
Anyway, now we went an hour and 12 minutes when we were worried about how long it's going to take. It's good though.
Yeah, plus the probably 30 of
Yeah, downtown.
the 2 videos of.
I went live twice at her place and it killed it both times. Once was just on regular internet and then was on her Wi-Fi and it killed it like
Mm.
instantly.
It
So
was all chopped.
that's what we're like. We're coming down here. You guys go to Miss Amigos?
Yeah,
Mhm.
super good.
I had a shrimp fajita. It was so good.
I
I'm
had a beef taco.
not a big man.
Oh, so that one there would eat it 3 times a day. Yeah.
5 or 6.
So, all right. 60 West Morgan, Serenity by Hannah, just off the square. Message her on Facebook. She has her app site there to schedule
What
appointments.
booking app do you use?
Lost Genius.
Do you like that better than Square?
I
Have
never
you tried
used Square, but I know people that use it, and it's a lot prettier. And
I hate Square.
yeah, I really like Lost Genius. It's only $20 a month.
How much is Square?
I use the free version.
Well, you can write it off on taxes.
That's
So.
true.
So technically, yeah, it's really good. I did my research.
Well, I just haven't wanted to pay for Square because I don't like it. Like, I don't like the way it looks, and I tried making like an online booking, and I hated the way it looked.
Go
It
click
looked
on
so
the
bad.
link.
I'm afraid it'll take me off the page.
Oh, good point. I'll click on it. You can customize it. It's got lots of customization and it's real pretty. Either Square or Vagaro was just so boring, like white, black and white. So
Can
I
you
like them.
like have it so people have to put a card on file?
Yep. On my
That's
end.
what I want.
It's got a lot of customization.
I talked about if you schedule an appointment in this business, don't back out. If you're going to back out, do it early. I'm going to sneeze really bad here in a minute.
There.
I've lost complete control of the show now.
You're done, so. Yeah, the girl.
This is it on
That's
my
all right.
side.
We're introducing her to the city and
Everything.
See that Dolphins Broncos game?
no, I don't watch NFL.
Look at Matt. It was their old ball boys, now they're coach.
Text marketing, you have forms on there.
Daniel.
You'll have to.
Daniel's a good coach.
Lots
Yeah,
of
he's a good
settings,
coach.
so.
All right, let's wrap it up, and then you guys can chit chat.
Did you see Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift?
No, I don't care
Let's talk about
it.
Travis Kelce. And
No,
Taylor Swift.
we're
I
done.
heard y'all bring up football. I'm now the NFL's biggest fan.
I like basketball. I'm
Yes.
a Pacers fan.
College
Not a
football,
player.
college basketball.
Favorite player?
On the Pacers right now.
Miles Turner. He's like the oldest one still on
He's
there.
good.
I loved Oladipo.
He didn't like us. He didn't like being here.
Really?
Yeah, he said some
Jerk.
pretty rude things about us.
Yeah, we won't get
Paul
into
George
that
said we
on
were
there.
good people, but
Oh
I
my
met
gosh,
Paul
I thought
George,
Paul
and
did
he's
my
not
hair.
very nice.
really, he seems
You got what in your
I have
hair?
a
I
signed
got
jersey.
color
from
in my
him.
hair.
really unlucky.
His
Oh.
old number.
Oh,
He's 24.
yeah, that was his prime years.
Yeah, it was, and then he left us.
There's a Wizards game 2 days after my birthday this year, and I want to go so bad because they play the Wizards.
My dad has season tickets, 4 seats, so
There you
we
go.
got the hookup.
Did you see that
All right.
Damian Lillard got traded to the Bucks?
All right, we're not doing NBA tonight because people will flee. Look, we're down to 5 now.
Oh,
You start talking sports,
They're like
basketball.
skincare.
Nobody. Yep.
sports.
Hannah, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you so much
Hopefully
for
it'll
having
help
me.
promote your business. Like I said, we'll get you back in here if you guys do a ghost hunt. I'll
Would
get over
love
to
to.
Beth and Corey can do that.
I'll
It's not my
participate.
thing. So
Yeah. We'll
is-
get a group together.
yeah,
It'll be fun.
right.
You can film it.
No, I can't.
You just film.
I'll be sitting right here watching you
Well,
guys going
we'll
board
try.
too.
You can listen for the voices.
No,
we'll
I
take-
won't.
Be the sound guy, just
Yeah.
off in the van. and
No,
outside.
you're
Yeah.
missing the point. No.
You
We'll
can
take
listen
the
from
iPad.
here.
Huh?
We'll take the iPad.
No, you can take the whole second unit. I don't care. But I'm not.
Zoe texted me and said I was watching a bit of the podcast and was dying when you were talking about the ghost in my house. She has a ghost. Zoe has a ghost in her house.
The ghost
There you go.
is mean.
Yes.
Really?
It makes really weird noises.
There's your
I was-
first. There's your
Let's go to
first.
Zoe's house.
Let's go to Zoe's. Zoe, can we come over right
We
now?
were. I was there the other night and it was acting up.
I was there the other
No.
night, and it made a
Sassy.
noise that sounded like water had hit the ground. So I got up and looked around the whole house, and there was no water.
When
no
I was
liquid,
there,
nothing
or
to be
when we
found.
were there, it sounded like someone was walking behind us or behind me, and I was a little.
I think
So
her
I
mom's
turned
trying to
around
sell
and
that
I was like,
place.
"Sit down, don't interrupt me," like getting an attitude with it. And then the noise stopped, and then a little bit later, her makeup light started flashing.
That's what she was saying. You got to be dominant over it, and it'll.
See, that's why I was like, "Sit down, don't interrupt me."
And did it leave you alone?
Yeah, quit.
Yeah.
No.
If you show fear, that's why they send people alone. Get more activity.
Yeah. Would you sit in that house by yourself with no lights on?
I have.
We have.
In someone's
the middle of-
house,
by yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
maybe.
know why I would ever be in Zoe's house in the middle of the night by myself, though.
On the ghost hunt.
Oh,
That's
Or
what
in
they
a
do.
room.
Oh yeah.
Like locked in the
I want to
bathroom.
go on a ghost hunt. Be locked in a.
I'm out.
You played the game
Anyone else?
Phasmophobia?
Yeah.
Yes, I love
Phasmophobia.
Phasmophobia.
It's a
What's
great
the
game.
other one that's
Uh,
like that one? That came out before. That one's fun too.
That's the only good ghost hunting game I've played.
It's super.
All right, we got to wrap this up. Hannah, thank you so much for coming in. Wish you best of luck with your business. You guys will see her again. Logan, thanks. Dakota, thanks.
Mhm.
Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Love you guys. God bless you, Mike. And I have a show tomorrow night. I've got some people coming in. I've already forgot who it is, but we'll be live again tomorrow night. Love you guys, and we will see you soon.